Not only is it Crystallis' debut on Kez, he has only played 22 pubs of it and hasn't played it in over a year. Avery, if you could believe that.
Sounds like he has a Smurf hidden somewhere.
I don't know what you're talking about. Pro players don't have Smurfs anymore.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly how practiced Crystallis is on Kez, I guess we'll never know.
How practiced is Yamich on a ranged hero?
Well, that one we do kind of know.
I feel like every time he plays a ranged hero, the game goes pretty bad, and then they pick up Tusk next game. So some question marks here on the MOUZ draft. They do have the mid one Storm, which went mega ham yesterday. Dropped like 17 kills in that one, so...
Is that why they went back to it? Do you feel like it was just comfort? Because there was this problem, right? Tundra actually disguised what their mid was going to be pretty well with this Beastmaster pickup. Maybe the assumption was it was mid. They banned a bunch of heroes that Beastmaster would presumably lose to. Huskar, Viper, etc. And then all of a sudden, surprise, it's a different mid-melee hero. It's Ember Spear.
I think it was more just what mid one wants to play. He owned with it yesterday. There's not a lot of early stuns for the hero in this one. He should get off to a pretty good start. And it's a hero that can jump the backline, which is super strong for Tundra here in Coddle Phoenix because they picked 3 stun frontlaners. If they can protect the supports, they can do a lot of work over the course of a long fight. But if you get jumped by Storm and you're just killed, how good is this trio protecting those supports against like BKB Storm here? Not very good.
No.
So I kind of like the pick in that sense. Lane setups look pretty strong for MOUZ across the board. Kez should win this lane absolutely against the Tide. You're just sitting food, especially with Keeper not doing much for you early. You're just going to stack, play the 33 economy game. Mid one should win mid here. And Centaur, he should do fine against carry Beastmaster. I can see this lane being kind of strong for Tundra, but you have Disruption. Centaur has high regen. You should be chill. So I think the lane stage looks pretty strong for MOUZ across the board. Getting aggressive top 2. Put some damage into Whitemon.
33's back on his bullshit.
Yeah.
He's going, he went early ring into the Tranquil Boots, and he's going to be doing the disassembling trick again.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Boxy 33, those guys are actually made for each other in some ways.
Maybe they'll play again together someday, you know? Never know. Worked out pretty well the first time.
Well, it does leave Ari trying to do weird pulling shenanigans. That's pretty hard to do against more mobile carries. Monkey King's pretty difficult, and I would say Kez is maybe just a step below Monkey King in that regard.
33 not going to be happy about all the extra gold going into this Kez right now, as he's going to struggle to stay on this lane. If the Keeper's off, he can't really do anything in the 1-on-2 if the lane gets pushed up even deeper. And it also means there's not stacks being built up, which were blocked out. Yes.
I mean, if any hero can deal with Kez, like as soon as, because of the early pull and everything that they did, I could see it being Tidehunter, right? Because of the blubber, getting rid of the Kazurai Katana.
You can stand on the lane, but you're not... I think levels 3 to 5, it gets tough. Kez just overwhelms you with damage. He just chases you down forever.
Yeah, but I think he's just gonna go back and forth of like, he takes the damage, he walks away, blubbers off some of the damage, activates his Tranquil Boots. Gets full health, comes
Maybe
in for the wave. You know, like I could see him just kind of doing this on repeat and getting decent CS.
I'm sure he'll find something. He's got 7 in eyes already too, so the early wave pulling, doing some work. Not looking too bad for him. Double the CS mid almost. 21-5 versus that 13-1. Mid one putting work in on this matchup.
He's crushing it, man. PCM feels like he can't even stick around to contest for the water rune, so he goes for the other one, which probably means he missed some CS. Boom! He did have a Lotus, had a little bit to work with, tries to chop down Whitemon, and does manage to get that kill before he eventually goes down.
It's kind of worth it though, because the Beast got all the solo XP.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you want on this lane. So yeah, Boom gets the kill first, but you're happier in terms of the overall outcome for the Beastmaster relative to the Centaur, which is, you know, your end goal is to support here. I don't mind that trade for Whitemon. Did cost him a decent bit, but now he can bring items for Pure as well. So he gets the ferry out, full belt plus boots. This Beastmaster is kind of rocking it up here with some net worth early on and take the lead. Solid start for Pure, who has looked pretty good on this hero. Double off-lane meta for Tundra. Surprised teams haven't done more of this over the last 2 or 3 years. Especially in some of the patches where people are complaining a lot of the traditional agi carries are just terrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, if off-laners are so strong, why not just play with 2 of them?
Yeah, Mitch, definitely going to be run down here. Tries to activate the Blood Grenade on Pure in order to get the kill, but Pure's tanky enough to survive.
Still a double fairy fire. They're just winning at 2v3 now. The more heroes you bring up here, the better it's going to go for Tundra, apparently. Though he's getting beat up by those neutral creeps.
You can also see the trend whenever it comes to... I feel like 33 teams, like 33 finds something, and he wants the entire team to employ it. And in this case, we saw Tranquil Boots being used on multiple members of Tundra, but we're also seeing a lot of half-pulling. Right, when they did the pull shenanigans, they made sure to get the half pull behind the tower, which is how 33 got so many denies in the first place. Seeing little half pulls out of that easy camp there. 6-minute power rune, hoping, praying it's bottom, and BZM is blessed. An arcane rune for the struggling Ember Spirit.
Kind of what Tundra want right now is all the attention fixed on mid, where this Ember is a very tough hero for MOUZ to interact with in this game early on. Their supports do not do anything to him. No stuns, very little damage. It's just if Storm somehow solo kills him, which is very unlikely here.
Yeah.
If all the attention's going to mid, it means the Beast and Tide are getting solo XP. They're not getting forced off the lane. MOUZ will go in and steal some neutral stacks. That's a little something going their way. Can they threaten 33 here, though? It looks incredibly unlikely.
No, he's full health. Look at him. He puts together the phase boots. He's gotten the use out of the Tranquil Boots, gotten through the laning phase. And now he needs to stand on this Wisdom Shrine. Disruption is going to make it so they steal it away from him anyway. Let's see if Tundra can get some punish out of this. They should be able to get... Zero kills out of it. Okay.
You get nothing.
You have no stuns between this trio.
They did get the other shrine, though.
They did.
So it's not the worst trade for them. Kind of surprised they didn't contest that faster. It was like... I don't know if MOUZ should have gotten away with that one there.
Well, I think it was probably because they were getting it on the other side, right?
It's not like you're fighting the Tide there. Your Kez is pretty low level. 33 is out-leveled and hard. They did not force this Tide off the lane because Warlock's pretty bad at it. Now he has a Mega Wave on this tower because of all that creep pulling earlier. This is triple range creep Flag Bearer hitting tier 1 bottom. Has to be a response here from MOUZ. This is a tremendous amount of XP Crystallis will miss if he cannot CS it. And your tower is just taking a beating.
You're walking into potential Ravage range, though. Celery, he tries to pull it, gets the triple ranged. Now Yamich, he gets the other half of the creep wave. Together, combined effort here. They get the creeps off the tower, but most of the damage is already done. 33 will finish it off here.
Now, this is perfect lane manipulation from 33. He spent almost the whole lane not fighting the Kez, and then he just builds up this triple wave, pushes it straight into the tower with the level advantage. Kez does not want to fight the Ravage right now, not even level 6. Calls the supports to him, so you have numbers advantage to push him off the tower, and that's just a free tier 1. That is a perfect example of how to play a lane from a mechanic standpoint that is hero independent, right? He could have done this with any hero, and it would have generally worked.
Yeah.
To me, that's what separates him from a lot of other offlaners is his understanding of general situations is extremely good, almost independent of what he's playing, and then his mastery of his hero pool is also extremely good. So when you combine those two, it's like not only is he making the right decision in the general moment, he's making the right decision on top of the general moment for his specific hero. and then you're just a good player. You know, you combine all that. And it's pretty hard to argue with what he does. I think most of the time offlaners are way more skewed into one of those categories.
Yeah.
Like you're either a hero specialist, but sometimes your ideas, your macro, your mechanics lack a little because you're just such a hero specialist, or you're such a generalist that it's like, what is this guy known for? Well, he's just kind of a good player, but he's not really known for anything crazy.
Ravens fail will get Crystallis out of that situation nice and easy, but it doesn't stop the fact that Tundra walking away from this laning phase, I think pretty happy.
Now they're chilling. Beast is farming Ancients. Tide's free farming a lane. All the attention's going into the Ember, who has the support backup.
It's really just BZM who is the one struggling here, needs some help, and he bursted down.
Where were the remnants? He had one in the river. Just never jumped to anything, had no shield.
Midwan with his haste rune continues. Man, he is just devastating Tundra. All of a sudden, this is just a terrible situation for Tundra.
That haste rune did work. Nice little pressure point for MOUZ with that power rune. Storm has almost complete free mobility this game, though. The Ember still had that remnant in the river.
He's going to come back and try and attack those supports. Does not get him. They'll get the golem out of this situation, so pressure is relieved on the tower at least.
33 did not want to TP into mid and use Ravage defensively like that, though.
No, certainly not.
So MOUZ get a decent reaction out of him. Not slowing down this Beastmaster at all, but you got to pick your points here in the early game. Could maybe TP out smoke to him with this Storm now. That's kind of your last opportunity to make a play on Pure in this early game. It's tempting here to try and slow him down.
33, as gracious as he is, will allow BZM to take part in this Ancient stack, and will even leave him two of the biggest creeps, the juiciest, primest choice meat.
They will make that smoking kick against the Beast. This is a nice move if you can land it.
Pure not having any mana right now. He's got stick charges. He can turn around and roar. Gets grabbed as he tries to turn around. BZM to the rescue. And that is enough. It pushes them off of Pure. Not that I think he was really in that much danger anyway.
TP down the Tide up here, so Tundra have to fight this now.
33 is just getting pummeled right now. Without any Ravage, really all he is a punching bag. Stampede goes out. MOUZ are unsure of what they're doing here. Are they going into Tundra or not? Hard to make that call, I guess, with a potential Phoenix egg. They don't know it, but he actually went 1, 2, 3, no egg.
Yeah, egg's a trash spell, as Quinn said.
I guess don't even level it.
Surprised Tundra are reacting this much. Usually they're not a team that reacts to these kind of plays. It's not like MOUZ are getting a lot out of the reaction, but they're getting towers and they're wasting a bunch of this Tide's time.
I think it's about the matchup, right? I think Extreme tried to react to Liquid. MOUZ, I think, is a similar type of team where after the laning phase, I think I want to respond with as many heroes as possible whenever they make a move. Now, maybe they're overreacting to it, but I do kind of feel like that was the game plan drawn up from the start.
Yeah, that's fine. You guaranteed your Beast game here. That's Ag's done for Pure at an incredibly good time. So that's all you really need here. Now you're just kind of grouping up mid. Vlad's is done. Not Wraith Pack, but beggars can't be choosers. 33 will do his best cosplay impression of his TI victory.
Well, if you do combine Vlad's with Beastmaster, Ags, Drum Aura,
that's basically Wraith Pack.
Combined with Sunray, I feel like every single, about half of Tundra games, you're kind of like just making some sort of version of Wraith Pack, you know?
That's a good point.
33 has the Ravage here. Midwan trying to get him to use it without blowing too much, but Yamich is going to get caught from behind by BZM. Zip for the regen rune. Ooh, regen rune. Now that's a rune that MOUZ might still want to fight for despite losing their Shadow Demon. Midwan jumping all around. More damage being thrown at 33. 33 refusing to use that Ravage.
No point throwing it out unless you can chain the chains on top of it. Those are your only stuns here, so it's all mostly just a bait.
1, 2, 4. Man, Whitemon really committed to it.
They're just
maxed out
Roche.
Stun Array.
A little close on the timers, but this is way faster than I thought it was going to be. Just strength of the Ag Beast. Chakra magic on top. This is definitely not a move MOUZ expected at all.
Crazy. 1450 Roshan.
That was very decisive, very fast. Very good use of their lineup. Ember just running interference mid. Was Vessel charges for BZM off that kill. Try and bring down another Golem before it expires, plus 100. A little concerned for MOUZ's anti-heal. Like, there's a lot of heal from this Phoenix Coddle going behind these big boys on the front line.
Yep.
And you don't really have any anti-healing in your lineup. You can maybe get a Shiva's on Centaur or Storm, but you have no real Scotty buyer. There's no Vessel buyer in this lineup. It's a little sad there, you know? Like, these heroes are going to be tanky.
What do you think about the very fast Lotus Rush for Boot? Halberdom, no boots, straight to Lotus.
Pretty good Lotus game against the Beast Roar, the Chains that are one of their only disables. Get debuff all the spirit, all the fire spirits. It is a good Lotus Roar game. It'll be nice for Storm going in. Like, he gets Chains, you Lotused him. I mean, you're really not worried about a lot. Though he does get eventually found here. I felt like that was going to happen once in this early game. Sure. So if you get changed into the Ravage. Pretty much the only way he dies. But as long as you catch him once or twice, you're going to feel great about it.
It does feel like between the Aegis and the lack of anti-heal you were talking about, it's not like MOUZ can really take advantage of the Ravage being on cooldown.
Nah, it's tough. You can even potentially buy early Tide Shard in this game if you really want to punish the Storm a little more. Like, if you think the Storm's not going to go in early BKB or anything, it's dead in the water, could come into play. There's the Deso for the Kez. This is kind of the time for MOUZ to strike. You have your Lotus on the Centaur, you have your Deso Kez. You really want to get a fight going right now.
Got a silence on the Phoenix, and the Phoenix is going to
he was
die.
really far up.
Whitemon, yeah. That was a little bit curious, and of course now they have the numbers advantage. They're feeling good about this situation. No Ravage, no Phoenix. Go for it. They've taken out Pure underneath the tier 2. Chrysalis now activating the Raptor Dance, putting some damage on at 33. Golden's going to be dropped on the two of them with a stomp over that one. Pure is going to die again without getting much damage out at all.
What was that?
I would say a rare slip-up from Whitemon.
I would agree. Like, he is super far behind this tower. On the last hero you want going down early in this fight.
Did they think that MOUZ weren't going to fight? Like, he was getting a ward down?
I think he just caught off guard, yeah. Like, I think he just wants to get the ward out to set up for this fight, but MOUZ were there faster than they anticipated. And it's just kind of a disaster because, yeah, you get to roar Warlock, that's great, but there's Disruption to counter you, so you can never kind of go for these solo kills on a setup formation. And you have no Ravage to bail you out of a clump fight like this. It just gets melted by Golem's Shadow Demon burst damage.
Bad calls.
Yeah, that's the same expression I asked. What the hell was that?
Black gave some Deso charges to Chrysalis, but now he's trying to flee for his life here, teleport away, and he is not going to make it. Slight Chain stops him in time. BCM.
A lot of poison stacks on that bird.
Does have a lot.
That's level 1 poison, never mind.
Oh.
There's no shot at killing him.
Maybe it's a bluff.
We'll see what this poison ticks out. It does absolutely nothing. Pure getting some work done mid.
Pure really likes roaring the Warlock, and they're going to Ravage on mid 1-2. He didn't have much mana to work with.
Yeah, I think he was like. I think he didn't have to Ravage him because he was out of mana, but yeah. You can't really argue with it. Like, if you get Ravaged for Storm in this game, you take it every time.
I don't know what just happened.
They just got team wiped across the map. That's what just happened. MOUZ completely crumbling here.
Tundra somehow stronger without an Aegis.
It is quite unexpected that Tundra would be finding the most openings they are in this game by not grouping up. when you look at this lineup. When they group up, okay, you see it all come together. Like, maybe the 5-on-5s are tough. But MOUZ have won the 5-on-5, and they're losing the war across the map. Not what you would have expected with, like, this Storm Kez lineup that can pick people off and have the better range of initiation. Definitely a peculiar game in that sense.
Time to do Tormentor. Pure and Whitemon are going to head through the gate. We'll see MOUZ.
I mean, MOUZ also want to do it. Like, you still have this Deso Kez that wants to fight. Wants to get some stuff done right now.
Boom is also exceptionally tanky. He's got an Essence Ring, and he also has a great Healing Lotus. So he's got 2,200 HP. Then you add in another 400 for the heal for the Healing Lotus, another 240 off of the Essence Ring. He's almost 3,000 HP at 20 minutes.
I'll ride ahead.
Solid resistances early as well. He already has Cloak plus armor from the Lotus Orb, so he's already up to 50% resist across the board. That's a lot of HP to get through. If the Beast gets to sit there and bang on him, yeah, you'll bring it down. But this is not the target the Beast wants to go on. So you're probably in a situation where you know as Boom, I am not a target. If I just go in aggressively, cause some chaos, maybe tank some spells, that's max value for my lineup. Create space for the Kez to go in and be your pure damage dealer. Can even throw the Disseminate on this guy when he goes in.
I was just thinking about that.
But if I'm Tundra, I'm also trying to ignore him as much as possible. Find the supports, bring the Kez down, land a couple of my stuns or chains on the Storm. That's what a successful fight looks like. And the Wraith Pact is online. Hype, Vlad's done.
Ah.
It's a homemade Wraith Pact, you know?
Tundra aren't here in force.
Oh, he found mid one. What?
Oh, that is really going to hurt MOUZ here. They can't take this fight anymore. 33 knows it too. Even without the Ravage, he's chasing after him. So is BZM. Got the chains onto 2. Immediately going to be cleansed off though. Nice quick reaction. They get back safely. It should allow Tundra just go back to take the Tormentor.
Straight solo kill. It's the power of this hero, man. Damage scales up so fast in the early game.
So what, they both thought they were going to be able to get through gate, and Whitemon, he was just sitting there on the high ground. Mid one walked into him.
No, Pure just went back through the gate.
Oh.
As Mid one wanted to get to the gate to go up there. And he just killed him. I think he saw him on these wards that are all around this bottom area of the map.
Yeah. What a read. And he's got a BKB. Well, he's now untouchable.
Yeah, he is straight jacked. He's a problem for MOUZ right now. With this early BKB, you have nothing to put into it. I guess you have Demonic Purge plus Kez damage.
Kez desperately needs BKB. It's just gonna have to be MOUZ. Splitting the map, ratting, which isn't really what you think of.
No.
When it comes to MOUZ gameplay. Man, look at that Sun Ring. I'm telling you, man, Hotspot does.
Oh, I'm fully behind. I'm fully behind this build. When you get it cooking, it's a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage.
He blows heroes up.
Dude, he's just destroying them down here. The wards never got killed.
Oh, I got him on the anchor, but you can't stop him going through the gate. He's going to kill it, and he's going to get his zip away. He's fine.
But you're still forcing Storm off the map. It's as good as a kill. There's no Galvanized stacks being built for mid in this game. There's no snowball happening. Pure has just controlled this bottom half of the Radiant jungle. And you look at how many sentries went down there from Dire as well. It's insane. Like, they had a very clear idea of where this Kez needed to farm, and they punished it very hard.
I do love watching Pure on, like, off-meta carries.
That's where he shines.
He's Dawnbreaker, Beastmaster now.
That's where he's always shined, in my opinion, to be honest. Even when he made his appearance in the scene, it was like carry Lesh, carry OD, carry Pudge.
Oh, yeah, carry Pudge. Something
about him on these weird heroes is just goated. Nobody wants to see you like pure terribly. You know?
Yeah.
Please no.
Being hunted right now, mid one. Slight chains. The Sunray burning him away. Better hope that's not a pause for mid one.
I think he's fine here, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's fine as long as he's not the one lagging.
Yeah, there's no follow-up stun. Unless he, like, gets low and jumps into 33 or something, which I guess could happen. He's chilling.
His TP is on cooldown, so he's going to zip away. As long as he doesn't, as you said, zip into...
Yes, thank you, Synderen.
Synderen does have the best reactions. Hello? All right, then we're good.
Into the hands of an angel, Boomsday.
Oh, he just brought them.
Oh, okay.
The whole Tundra squad just followed mid one directly into Celery.
Look at the damage.
And boom.
Look at the damage. He just almost solo killed him with the hotspot Aethelin. So.
Yep.
1,800 damage. This is the Phoenix that I've been wanting to see.
This is the real Phoenix. It's Sunray with hotspot.
Yeah, it is. That's why I didn't really understand. Like, everyone's playing this hero, but they're all going this dying light, and they're not even farming with it. I was just mega confused. If you take that facet and you're like farming out of control with it or something, I kind of understand. But
yes.
If you're just playing a backline Phoenix and you want to have more impact in the fight, to me, this is the damage build, the premier damage follow-up build. Now, not every game is a game you're looking for damage follow-up from the Phoenix. But if you're in a game like this where you have 2 offlaners, 3 frontliners, all with some stuns, your role is damage follow-up, right? This build makes perfect sense to me.
No, I think it's a lineup that sets Phoenix up for success, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Like Chains, Roar, Ravage, and Dead in the Water, all really good to combo with Sunray.
And they have BKB stun with the Beast. If you want to just like BKB run at this hero, which sometimes he suffers against.
Sure.
I agree, they're just running the map right now. MOUZ struggling to find a kill connection anywhere.
And Boom is desperately trying to be like, guys, hit me. The sad part is, as tanky as he is, that Sunray burns him up where the rest of Tundra really can't.
Oh, Pure is just, if he finds mid one again.
Zip. Oh, got him on the Dead in the Water.
Good disruption.
Disruption goes out, but the anchor's still going to be there, and I don't think there's a way to solve that. Nobody can kill the anchor for him.
He's just getting abused.
Don't have to Roar, don't have to Ravage. Now the Ravage ready to go, 1 second. 33, well, they lead off the Roar. Got the Shadow Demon at that one. Supernova's going to be used here on the side. Now the Ravage goes through.
Perfect time, too.
Hits Boom, hits Kez. Chrysalis has to pop his BKB and run away, and he may still die here. Gets a grappling club. High ground, nicely played.
The Echo.
Killed Whitemon with it.
God, he dove into it.
That's funny.
It's like you dive into the katana execution. Take me instead.
Radiant are scanning.
Did a lot of damage to him. Well, MOUZ gets something out of that. Still not pretty, though. The Storm going down again. He's down to 3 galvanized stacks.
Well, I will say, MOUZ are very far behind. Not looking great for them, but I do think Chrysalis's Kez doesn't look too bad.
No, he looks fine on the hero.
Back in a stomp on BZM. Ooh,
Oh,
that
they dodged
disruption
the
right as they
silence.
went for the silence. That is unfortunate because with the silence, there was a chance.
Look at Pure. He's flanking right now. He wants the SD.
Got the Dead in the Water on the Shadow Demon. He's up on the high ground, though. Not sure how much Tundra really want to chase after that. The Coddle. Sunray burn going out. Will not be able to keep the Coddle alive, but it is doing a lot of damage. They've already killed Celery, and Boom is almost dead as well. Crystal is still going to chase after Whitemon, though. Hits him with the silence. Combined with mid one, they're going to hunt down this Phoenix and finally do kill him. Now they just got to run away, though, because the cores are too tough to handle, as seen from Pure. Once again, solos mid one and walks away as the final drum beat. plays out his execution.
I like MOUZ going for the supports here. I think that is the correct call. Maybe something they needed to prioritize earlier on, because you take them out, you remove a lot of sustain and damage from the fight. Just too little too late. This beast is completely out of control. He just flanks that entire fight solo. Has his choice of who to roar, gets to hold it the whole time. He's just so overleveled, so overfarmed. I mean, look at Pure. He's like, who do I want here? I could just roar and kill Yamich, but nah, that is too easy. I'm just going to hold it the entire time and just walk him down.
He really did.
You know, it's like, yeah, you're killing the backline here. You get Whitemon, no real egg pressure in this fight. It's looking okay, but the beast is just, he's just doing beast things. He's just slaughtering you. Yeah, it doesn't even finish him here.
Oh. That was badass.
You might find him again. Oh my god. He found him again.
Got him again.
Brother.
All right, well, apparently
Brother.
the matchup was not about mid one versus BZM. It's about Pure versus mid one.
I don't think we're going to see him on this hero again. This was a disgusting performance. Vintage Pure right here. Just look at the net worth explosion. Doubling him up. Mid one is just Pure's Midas this game.
Oh, man. And Pure, confident as always, with the Aegis in hand, is hitting buildings. Doesn't even feel like he needs much of his team.
He's level 24 almost. What the hell is his XPM in this? 1,080. That is
1,080
disgusting,
experience
dude.
per
Holy
minute.
shit.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
What the hell is that? He has a Swift Blink. What in the...
Radiant's courier has been
I can't believe they haven't called it yet. Like, what? He's gonna do it again, dude. Stop. Just stop, man.
Holy shit.
He's level 24 and a half.
Pure is such a monster when he's on. He's like one of the scariest carries in the world.
And when he's not on,
Scary for somebody. Constant heals coming in between.
yeah, I guess that's true. Like, he is always one of the scariest carries in the world. It's either scary for them or scary for you. But he's scary, one way or another. That is undeniable.
Bet Boom can confirm.
Oh yeah, he was scary at TI. No one else was scared of him. They were scared of him.
I just want to see him get 25.
Yeah, same. Like, his XP record.
Can
gotta
he
be close,
get
right?
level 25 to close this out?
Oh yeah, he got it.
He got it. Level 25 in 30 minutes. That has got to be a record.
He has 1150 XPM. Dear
No, he's just not going to get it.
Lord, that is a disgusting number. I'm sure 33's like, why can't you just do that every time, dude? I'm also not a huge fan of this Tundra lineup. It is really weird, just looking at it on paper. But it is a lineup with a lot of super comfort heroes for them that I've seen them execute a lot better than a lot of other teams. Like this Brew with the early Orchid in the games, you need extra lockdown. You know, this Pure Batten can sometimes go ham and just run people over. They did go Dying Light on the Phoenix game, not the hotspot, which is interesting.
I mean, I think that's the correct call here because he has no way to play with the Sunray.
I agree, that's the big difference. There's no stuns to really make this Sunray super work, but you are against 3 tanky strength boys, so I think it still would have been tempting. And Dying Light against Nyx is a mixed bag. And I like what MOUZ got going on better this time around. This is a draft we've seen them execute a bunch of times before. They have the triple strength core. They have the Yamich melee hero. He had a really nice game on this Nyx yesterday. It started out really slow, but he just rushed Blink, and he was just blinking into these fights, carapacing everybody, multiple hero impales. It was nasty. It is a great Carapace game. So, yeah, I think MOUZ's odds are significantly better this time around. Way better setup for them.
Ooh, Celery Gate. Beat out by BZM. BZM, all kinds of little tricks here.
Yep,
got an early
got
heads up with
rune.
lane ward off of sitting underneath the tower. Took away the bounty rune from Celery.
Still an even split. And Boom gonna get the block bottom as everybody is also blocking top. They do kill the range creep top as well. So both these lanes are gonna boomerang out very quickly here. Should be nice for this Brewmaster, as he will not have to fight this DK on some of the early waves. The bigger question is, will this Beastmaster do similar things as it did in game one? It's in the hands of mid one this time around. But MOUZ first picked that hero. They took it away from Tundra very quickly. Probably willing to flex it around as well and just said, man, like, we don't want to play against it again. The best way to not play against it again is if you play it yourself. Ari, he is committed to the bit.
Yeah, what happened here, man? He really, I mean, the turnaround shackles was pretty crazy on the Pugna. It's actually insane to me how much damage he did to Celery in that 1v2. Either way, first blood got for MOUZ.
Did do a lot of damage. That was not the worst trade if he somehow got out of that. I just don't know how you get out of that.
Yeah.
Well, Dying Light plus some Fire Spirit doing some work here on the safe lane. It is a pretty nice Abaddon game in terms of shield dispels. Tough hero for the Nyx to hunt and kill. I just agree with the panel's take of like damage in this game. Are you going to lack it? Is there some way that Tundra can itemize for damage before MOUZ's ball gets online? Because I think MOUZ's game plan is very straightforward here. Like, you just get some early aura items on the Bristle if you want them. Unless you think Pugna is enough to carry some of the healing utility. You just tank up on your 3 cores, start barreling through objectives. And if Tundra don't have the damage to kill you, you're just automatically going to win the game. Wouldn't mind seeing some early side ganks in this game from the Puck. That's maybe one thing that can break the game up. If the Beastmaster for mid one is just going to kind of sit mid, farm up, then go into jungle, farm up, try and get to the Zags, the Puck has a little more freedom to get power runes and move around the map. That could be a way to slow down Boom's progression, for example, if the Bristle gets ganked. The DK is a lot tougher to gank, but I could see this double melee offlane for MOUZ being the ones to suffer here.
And I do think he needs to kind of have that kind of early game impact because he's matched up against a lot of bad matchups here, right? Nyx, Pugna, not going to be super fun, but then you've got the easy point-and-click stuns, a Dragonite, and Beastmaster.
It's not a straightforward Puck game. I was like, Puck generally suffers against these like triple strength lineups where just a lot of HP to get through. You can eventually get there, but it takes a long time.
Yeah, it takes you getting to like the full Parasma route.
The big camp got blocked mid, by the way. Mid one going for the double boar stacks, but he only gets one because his hard camp is gone. It's a nice little heads up play from Tundra to take away some of that economy. It's a big deal with this hero if he can stack for himself with boars. It counts for so much to get this Ags a minute or two faster than you otherwise would. We saw how fast the Beast converted that Ags into Roche into early team fights in that game one. Like, they instantly just took that Roche out of nowhere.
Yep.
So these little economy tricks add up considerably. There's another Courier Snipe bottom. Yamich putting in work down here with that ward behind the tower. Denying out a lot of resources.
I mean, he's going to die through the Aphotic Shield. Yeah, that Quill Spray, he got way too many of them mounted up on a hero that does not have armor.
Whitemon overplaying his hand a little bit. Trying to really punish Boom, but ends up giving him the gold he desperately needed, getting zoned out of this lane. He'll get a hard camp pull as well. Yamich stacking up the waves now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Why do you stack up the waves?
Well, if you pull this behind, you're going to deny waves forever.
Right, sure.
I think he's taking advantage of the fact that the Phoenix died.
The prevalence of pulling reminds me...
He did not pull it behind. Interesting. I kind of disagree with this. I think you're supposed to pull it behind if you double stack it like this. Because now Tundra can just kind of play with this wave, and you're going to get Fire Spirited on it if you're Boom. You're not going to get all this CS. So I feel like you wasted some of the potential of this stacked wave.
I mean, if you pull behind the tower, aren't they still going to go for you And then you have to pull it underneath tier 2, and then it's kind of hard to get last hits there. Is the argument I would make.
But the thing is, he had a wave on him. Like, Pure had a wave on him. So he would have to run to get to the wave behind tier 1, he would have to run under tower with a wave on him.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can do that, but you're going to take a lot more harass to do it. It's going to be way more awkward. They are being as aggressive as possible and playing the double melee lane, which I think is the correct idea here. You want to punish this Bristle as much as possible. It's the one lane getting punished in the game right now. 6-minute power rune.
Rotation coming from Yamich on the other side. Oh, he really gave his life in order to stop this power rune pickup, as he will snap on the coil. Power rune did spawn on the other side, goes into mid-1's bottle.
Well, not a bad laning phase for MOUZ, but could have been slightly better. Still, the Beast and DK are free farming. That's what's most important to their strategy here. Brewmaster almost level 6, though.
Yeah, what's the build for Brewmaster in this game? Because they were talking about damage issues. Is this the Radiance for him?
I suspect he'll go Vessel, Midas, Ags, as he usually does.
Okay, then Pure goes the Radiance?
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely want Vessel in this game. Maybe early Parasma on Puck is another damage source. Another good Lotus Orb game for Boom if he wants to go that route. Great pipe game for MOUZ. Somebody has to get pipe in this kind of game. Just way too good.
Oh, 33 actually gave up the Wisdom Shrine to Whitemon, so both supports can get their levels, because he already has level 6. He doesn't need it.
I like that call. You need levels on Phoenix. Like, you can't level a give this hero. Just becomes a bot. And they did get the tower bottom. Boom, unable to deny it against the catapult. Too ferocious. Now making a move up top, looking for the Dragon Knight, but he's vacated the area.
There's a lot of early towers to give up against a lineup that also has a Shadow Shaman.
Brutal, it's too terrifying. The only real fast-paced core in this lineup was the Bristle, who had the worst lane. So your Beast is just jungling, your DK is going to jungle. No one's really holding the map. These towers are kind of free for Tundra. They're gonna smoke mid. Like, they're like, you know what? No one's gonna come for this one. Let's go get the fight.
Yeah, managed to snatch away the Invis rune from BZM. He's just giving up his life for runes.
I like this play call. Like, abuse the fact that MOUZ do not want to fight you right now.
Dragon Knight does TP in. They're going to try and punish Pure for this.
It's a nice idea as well.
Yeah.
He's not level 6. He needed one more creep.
Dire's middle tower.
I think he gets caught.
They get vision of him, yeah.
That's a rough death for him. He's so close to 6. So his play from Tundra backfires a little as MOUZ make the call. Like, okay, you left your dude up here. Just go kill him.
Caught behind the tower. Image trying to create some space for him. Decrepify goes out. He'll be okay, but that mid tower is struggling. Meanwhile, Boom getting threatened as 33 came TP'd from that mid lane position. They do get him.
Always a spooky hero to bring down, but again, Boom struggles continue in this game. And that he's your pipe buyer. He's potentially your Lotus buyer if you want some of these big ore items. They're going to be very slow to come out here. But I don't think anyone else can get him, so you just got to keep pushing on. Maybe stack for his Bristle. Try and give him some extra stack gold to get the pipe up earlier in this game. You want to align it with like Beast Ags if you can. Get all of this cooking at the same time and just force objectives, force the team fights.
Well, last time MOUZ were struggling with the Nyx Assassin, and then Yamich hit level 6 and the world changed. Let's see if that's going to be the same case here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Once again, Yamich contesting for tower.
Oh, he got
It
Carapace.
will blow up Whitemon. Got him on the spike Carapace. You said it's dangerous. Dying Light. Sun Ray's never really going to be up. I mean, this Phoenix is just not going to have an easy time.
It's a very tough matchup to play. You have to play ultra defensive, which is never fun, and even then you just get caught on some of your random spells in the fight. You just get chain stunned down.
Crystal is being chased after. He's a Dragonite, very tanky hero, and he's got Lotuses.
It's so coil here, though.
Yeah, I don't think
It's not happening.
anywhere close to the amount of damage required, but it got reaction out of the sports, so
I'm surprised they reacted. There was no threat on this guy.
no. Pulls Yamich away from getting experience off of the lane, which is, in my opinion, very important for MOUZ.
Gotta prioritize some of the Nyx levels here.
Stellar, get out of here. Your level 6 isn't nearly as important as old Yamich.
I mean, you can see Tundra getting more out of the map right now. They have a Shaman sitting mid. They have a Phoenix sitting bottom. Gobbling up all this solo support XP that they need. Boom cannot kick the Phoenix out of this bottom lane. His game has just been too rough. Tundra have more map control right now. See if they can translate it into some sort of team fight or economic advantage. They do have Vessel and the Brewmaster. It's probably the strongest item in this game right now because, again, all the items for MOUZ are going to be slow buildups here. Like, you're going to slow crawl your way to Pipe. You're going to slow crawl your way to Ags. Once you get there, you're going to be super strong in this game. And there's the Midas.
There it is.
The man just, he cannot refuse extra gold. It's impossible.
Would you say no to it?
Yes, I would. I'm a man of principle.
Man of principle. More like you're so suspicious that you feel like, what's the catch?
This seems forced.
That is pretty forced. War goes out on 33, though, and he's able to soak it up and pop his ultimate. Not a problem there. They're still able to run down mid one despite the heals that Celery tried to throw down. Now they're Decrepify on the Nether Ward in order to try and keep this team fight alive. BZF does get blown up by Yamich. Meanwhile, the Bristle, boom, Trouble does manage to get the stun after the ultimate from Pure.
Damn, he
that
lives.
saves the Bristleback's life. Now Pure creeps underneath the tower, runs back to deal with Yamich. Yamich with a rare good spike carapace, returning a lot of stuns back. They hit him with the shackles. Chrysalis has his ult, though. Starts laying into him, and yeah, with the poison, Ari just takes out. That ult is, or his innate, rather, is not safe. Getting damage over time, Dragonite.
What a weird fight to pick.
That was weird.
It felt like that, you know, we have all these ults. They cannot win a fight, guys. Let's just go. Just go, go, go. And it's like, okay. Just coil a solo beast under a tier 2 with Pugna behind him. They almost clobbered him here just because of the power of the ults. I think if the BB doesn't get tossed there, this fight's significantly better. It broke the shackle. Kind of some anti-synergy there. He would have taken a lot more damage from the ward drop.
Sure.
It probably dies in this situation, but nice Vendetta hit from Yamich. He picks up the puck. That's exactly what you want out of the Nyx Assassin, and they bail the Bristle out. A nice little Dragon Tail. So
yeah, that was almost same frame. That stun and the event ultimate going off.
get him.
And because Pure used it in the mid lane, it translates to Chrysalis killing him at top.
MOUZ game is kind of almost going well for MOUZ at this point. This is going to get you their B-Stags. The Bristle Pipe's not as far away anymore. Your DK is still top net worth, and now you can kind of look for those cheeky Vendetta kills.
Nice try, Yamich. Same thing on the other side. Team's just kind of testing, making sure that you actually are putting heroes onto your Wisdom Shrines. I mean, MOUZ are actually leading in net worth, as ever so slight as it is, and they haven't taken any towers. And we are also talking about the soul roll of items. They actually get to these items, they get the towers.
I feel like this is not going too bad for them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gold to collect in this game, and they haven't fallen behind at all. Still should respect Tundra's 5-man team fight, especially if they get to brew level 2 ult with Ags. That's when the damage is going to pick up for Tundra on top of the bad Radiance. That's going to be like the really strong mid-game time, and he does lose his Relic on the Courier. Yamich doing work as usual on this hero.
Same goes with Celery on the Pugna. Another signature player-hero combination.
Oh yeah, he does work on this hero. Do not want to let him get too much farm in this game.
Shackles gives them plenty of time.
Damn.
Loop around the front, hit the bristleback in the base.
Just beat his ass. Pipe delayed again.
Dire are scanning.
I love how Pure, whenever he dies, being overly aggressive or whatever, it never slows him down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's just right back into it.
That's how the man wants to play the game. Nothing's gonna slow him down.
Yeah, he said if I'm... There's a reason I was playing that aggressive in the first place, I'm going to keep doing it that way.
Sometimes even a pause doesn't slow him down.
That's true.
We don't have to talk about that, but
Well, then why'd you bring it up?
it's a good meme.
It is a good meme.
Amp damage on the puck right now. Still looking for the level 2 Brult and still looking for your Radiance, but it's really closing in here for Tundra as we saw the blink arrive for the DK. All MOUZ are missing are the Nyx blink and the pipe. So both these teams are going to be ready to brawl here in the next minute or so. And I expect there to be a brawl as Roche will be a juicy target for this Beastmaster.
Is under attack.
We would love to get something going here. Ward's bottom just to clear the waves, defend the tower, kind of, I guess. Interesting. We'll be up again in time for Tormentor. So no harm, no foul here, I guess.
Seems like we're getting more and more comfortable with just dropping support ults.
Eternal Envy was right. He's just ahead of his time. Use your ults to farm, or you're wasting cooldowns.
What was the most egregious? I don't remember, like I have this vague notion of like Envy would do that, but I can't even think of what hero he would do that on.
The one that got him in trouble was Crobulus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used Exorcism to farm like a double Ancient Camp or something.
Yeah.
And people are just going, what the hell is this?
3-man smoke from MOUZ. Heading into the triangle, that is going to be a Whitemon Phoenix. Difficult to catch unless the Nyx assassin is leading the way, which of course he is. Yamich is the one who probably was setting all that up. Made the play call, had the vision down, had the positioning, saw the heroes, and now with a pickoff as simple as a Phoenix, going to take Roche on.
They got their pipe, they made their play. Perfect part of the map to get that kill instantly into the objective they want. Now 33 getting chased around up here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good timing on that split.
Maybe you can kill him.
Yeah, he's going to try and kill Yamich and still get out. A little difficult. So now he just makes a run for it. The Brew, though, his Brewling's going to join in to kill the Bristle. Yamich is going to be bailed out by the Decrepify and the heals for now.
Great egg.
Brewmaster's going to cut back and forth here, but the egg's surrounded. Egg. Oh, one more hit.
My.
Oh, no. They barely missed it on MOUZ. They needed one more hit.
I think they missed. Wait, did they? Couldn't they? They can't miss. There was nothing to miss there.
Mid one. He'll die a second time.
Can you just see the replay of that? Because I feel like the DK got the last hit in, but maybe it was one of those things where the animation of the hit didn't touch the egg.
Yeah, might be.
I guess it's possible he missed, but I feel like it was a pretty low chance on him. Hard to say. That egg going off's a massive deal there as MOUZ just get baited into a terrible fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You lose all of that Roche advantage. You lost your pipe timing fight there as well. Deja vu. Yeah, he got so much value out of this Brult. That was supposed to be like, I got the Brult, guys, and then Turns out.
Chrysalis walked away initially, then somebody made the call. Hit.
So there's a miss. So he did miss once. And then the last hit. Yeah, last hit just didn't land.
And the last hit didn't land.
So he only got one miss, but that last hit was brutal and straight back into it.
Fighting for it. Yamish almost dead. Roar goes down on the left-hand side. Pure and Ari both in trouble. Split targets here from MOUZ, but they collect on both.
Okay. They just run it back. No ults. Easy team fight. Straight into Tormentor. Tundra caught off guard, especially without that a bat, and you can't turn that fight around.
MOUZ not losing any confidence.
Dire are scared.
No.
May have lost that fight, but they know they're still strong, and they just run it back. They are going to have the Wisdom Shrine taken away from them.
Yeah, they will lose Wisdom Shrine here. A nice little snipe from Whitemon, always finding little openings. That'll be level 2 egg for him. They do have the Brew Eggs, with the so level 3 ults online. Very strong right now. You should not underestimate the damage this does. Pretty insane. They're even going to try and make plays. Risky play with so many heroes off the map.
Especially a hero that has so much turnaround potential. And it goes off right before the spike carapace hits the Phoenix.
There's a gem on the puck right now. So Yamich has to pick his points of attack very well to find the openings. Might be able to find Ari mid though. Or get found off this gem. They jump first.
And Phoenix, the Nyx assassin is going to disrupt things quite a lot, but they still manage to get both the shackles and the heals coming in from Celery. Actually, maybe mid one can get out of here. The Super Wards can't do quite enough damage. Mid one making a run for it, gets a heal with the pipe, but it's not enough. The physical damage comes in. 33 finished them off, and now the Brewling's chasing after Celery as well. Tossed up in the air, couldn't finish off the Pugna, and they'll leave the Bristleback hanging. Stun on the Brew outside of tier 2 though.
Ah, you're not doing anything. Yeah. That was a great silence timing from BCM. Shuts down the Nyx completely. That's why this matchup is a little more one-sided than it used to be. Especially if you buy early gem, you can really cause problems for the Nyx. And we're seeing this Brewmaster be incredibly annoying. If the Bristle's being taken care of, there's no one to really kill this Brewmaster Brewlings this early in the game. The DK and Beast will scale up too. Their best option is finding him outside of that, although this evasion is going ham sandwich. Jeez.
Yeah. Brewmaster's a silly hero.
He's a wonky hero for sure.
Between his innate and the Wind Panda aura thing, it's got all kinds of weird shit going on.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lotus Orb for Boom. He's getting that soon. If they can get to the BKB on Beastmaster, you were talking about that, right? And the BKB on Chrysalis, game changes quite a bit.
They'll have pretty much everything I think they need in terms of core items this game.
Yeah.
They'll have the Pipe, the Lotus, the BKBs, and then they're just ready to cook. Your Nyx Assassin even got a lot in this game off the free shard. And he's just going straight into the Dagon, Blink Dagon. This is Yamich's preferred build.
So what do you do if you're Tundra against this double BKB timing? Because it seems a whole lot harder to be able to do these team fights they've been doing.
Yeah, it's really tough. Need to get the jump. It's a lot about the Shaman finding jumps on the map. If you can go in, Hex, Shackle, some target, just drop all the ults, kind of soft chain stun him with like the Boulder Toss, something else, I think you can bring some of these guys down, but it's tough. Your best bet is also to toss the Pugna. Brew is very good at disrupting Pugna on the backline if you can ever find him, or just kill him. But Celery's been doing a lot of work. He hasn't really died in these engagements, at least not early on. Pushing with the DK does have BKB.
You know this mass rotation is coming his way. Instant Blink Hex. They do have the opening to pop the BKB if necessary. He does not pop it. Breaks the coil. Turns back around now with the BKB and delivers justice on the Phoenix. Blows him up. Ari's up next. Pure gonna blink after him. Crystal is still gonna give me a bit low. Oh, got him on the spike carapace on BZM. BZM, do you want to chase after Chrysalis? I think you may have to back out here. Boom, not letting Pure get away with no ultimate. He's kind of low, and Pure's just going to have to shoot.
BZM
He
just
blinks forward after mid one.
taking
mid
the
one.
fight.
Gonna die. BZM still fighting after Chrysalis here, and trying to get him armlet toggle. Chrysalis! Oh, it's so close! He almost kills BZM. Now the Brewlings are going to overwhelm him. The Aphotic Shield comes out on BZM, but he survives. Yamich, he goes after it. Oh, the no-choke creep! Come on, that was Yamich's kill! The tentacles taken away from the ball.
Got him anyway.
Got BZM at least. They'll get that one. What about the Brew? The Brew can't get hits on him, man. Evasion
Damn.
too powerful.
That's a huge find for Yamish that he gets Puck there. That's the gem taken away from BZM in this Puck-Nyx matchup. That is absolutely massive. Saw the stuns doing work there. If Whitemon gets egg off, that is a completely different fight.
Yeah.
But the fact that DK stun landed in the Impale is just huge. And BZM, he's taking this man fight. He's trying to stall this up till the Brewmaster can get down here. By the way, this Brew solo killed mid one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like 33 was just solo fighting him in the jungle. Wasted his entire BKB, solo killed him in the end. So Manly plays from 33, but unable to finish this fight off. Nyx did so much work here. Double Carapace into double Impale. Kills Puck, takes Gem, escapes. Damage Nyx kind of low-key nasty out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about, man. Get this guy to 6. Once he gets to 6, he starts getting pickoffs. Once he gets pickoffs, he gets his Blink Dagger. Once he gets Blink Dagger, all of a sudden, you've got team fight.
I also like the way he's playing this, like, with just Brown Boots Blink.
Oh, the man
Looking for
hunts
the
again. He hunts again. Oh, 2 different targets. Oh, MOUZ, you are so greedy. So greedy. Whitemon does get away. Fortunately, they got the BZM kill.
They almost got both there.
Yeah, that was.
That area has plagued Tundra. There's been a lot of vision there from MOUZ, and they have used it over and over and over to set up these kills. Just cannot find the wards on that triangle. Now it's Tundra starting to fall behind in this game. Still looking for the Brew level 4 ulti if they can get it. But this Abaddon honestly hasn't done much as a last pick here. And I feel like he's starting to fall off perhaps even more. Like, you're going to have to contend with some serious overwhelming force as this game scales on this triple threat from MOUZ right now.
He's working on Manta next. It's okay. It's just every fight he's going to have to deal with being spiked carapace randomly from the Radiance. Slows down damage a lot.
Trying to clear this Nyx out of here. Did get his ward. So level 4 Brew ult online. This is normally when Tundra would really want to force the issue. You're not going to have too many moments in this game where you're hitting this kind of power spike and spell power. It's kind of your last one. Then it's just going to come down to who gets more items, which at this rate is MOUZ. You just let them continue to farm up with these 3 cores that cleared through so many camps so quickly. Amp damage sitting on mid one right now is pretty spooky. There has to be a good egg. There has to be a good egg in the middle of these fights.
They know the Phoenix is inside the pit off of the Fire Spirits going out. MOUZ,
That's a dangerous D-ward. Whitemon is
Whitemon
really
almost
playing up.
getting caught by it. He does get hit by the Impale. Medium Aphotic Shield, but then the follow-up Dragon Tail, and he dies. The Nyx Assassin not dead yet. Once again, Decrepify heals. Look at Celery's positioning. Beautiful stuff. They do get the Nyx Assassin. Pure's going to blink up, going after Celery. Celery's already made his way off the high ground, down to low ground to join the rest of his team in their BKB affair. Both supports down for Tundra. Is that enough for MOUZ to take Roshan?
I think so. No Brule, too. What are you really afraid of here? Just kind of waiting for it to go back in the pit and settle down, but that'll be an Aegis plus banner going MOUZ's way, just standing tall with their tanky boys on the front line. Again, if Egg doesn't go off, you don't really have the extra DPS and control in the fight to take it. The layered stuns there, they were baiting him out with the Aphotic Shield, but you can't really do it this game. It's not reliable. Unless you're willing to instant Egg pop there. But I think they can just man up and kill it.
Yeah, 100% BKB, because there's nothing that goes through the BKB, right? So, just BKB hit his Dragon Knight.
This Nyx is causing them a lot of problems in the fights and
Pure's
around the
ult
map.
comes up right now, so we'll will have it for him being jumped, which means his Blink Dagger will go off.
Yeah, he has to blink TP here.
As soon as his Blink Dagger goes off, he finds a spot to TP.
Oh, he turned
good
Radiant.
job turning off the Radiance. I saw him doing that earlier, and that was a prime time
Yeah, he's dead there.
for that precaution to work out.
Small details matter. That's a huge level 20 a bad kill if he does not turn it off. Heads up play from Pure. In the zone right now, even if this game has not been as smooth as that game one by any means. It's another Tormentor for MOUZ unless Tundra want to contest, but without a bad ulti, feels impossible, so Shard to Celery.
Shard for him. SNY for the Bristleback. We have a data list about to be complete for Crystallis, which that's where Dragon Knight really starts getting spooky. Yamage, who completed his Blink Dagger, is actually going to go back for a Yule's.
Kind of surprised Puck is the lowest net worth core in this game. I don't know, just not much found here for VZM. He's not getting a lot of farm priority. He's not been clearing aggressive waves without getting caught. Probably afraid of the Nyx pickoff. It slowed down his farm rate considerably. I think that gem loss early was another killer for him. You just can't go and rat the map without gem in this matchup. So the fact MOUZ took it away has probably pushed him down this chart considerably. Trying to defend his ward. That ward is gone. So 2.5 minutes on the clock with this Aegis. AC done for mid one. Scale is starting to hit. For MOUZ, it's going to hit hard. The physical's ramped up considerably here in the last few minutes. And do you have any armor on the side of Tundra? I mean, you have some evasion, but 0 armor. They don't have a single plate mail item. I guess they have Greaves. That's not doing much for you here, though.
Yeah.
You're going to get melted in these fights. I don't think these fights are going to be close.
I mean, Greaves also doesn't give the aura the low health armor, right, anymore. So it's only armor for him.
Right.
The rest of the team, they're shit out of luck. Much like this Phoenix, 1,000 damage.
Just getting abused.
And caught Ahri as well.
There's your break. That might just be game out.
Yeah, I think that is.
I think this ball is way too deadly at this point.
It's way too much of a MOUZ ball. I mean, you said it at the start of the game. We've seen them execute lineups like this. They're very good at it. When they hit their timing, the game is over. We were listing those items, right? The data list on the Dragon Knight, a massive pickup. Aurora on the Storm Panda. Get that out of here. All right, Storm Panda down. Now for the Fire Panda. Got him too. Now he's just left with the Earth one. Pure jumping after Yamage here. Immediately going to be Dragon Tail. Forced to pop his ultimate. Pure.
Here's a refresh.
He's going to chase after mid one. Mid one. He's staying alive, and he's still, of course, got that Aegis, so they can't overcommit for that kill. The egg down here, farther below, is not really protecting too much. The fight's happening up. They do manage to kill Celery, though. Couldn't chase down Pure. Pure was able to blink out of there. Mid one is finally going to be losing his Aegis soon. Yamage, he gets a little bit low. Another round of Spike Carapace, but too many sources of damage. He ends up falling. Mid one on his second life. He still has a BKB, and he's got an AC. He can go for some right clicks here, but unfortunately he's getting kited around a little bit. Blinks in, BKB, didn't hit anything. Dragon Tail, maybe that'll help out. Ahri, big hits, and one final one to finish him off. Boom. Now taking the man fight up against Pure. The buyback being used by Ahri. Requirement for MOUZ to push them out of this area for Tundra to be able to possibly take a fight. Brewmaster's gonna jump in, 33 goes after it, but immediately they're turning around, shunned up, a Phonic Shield trying to help him out, but the Primal Roar on Pure pushes 33 farther up. They finish off 33. Pure, he has to get a kill out of this, and when he has to kill mid one, he does manage to do so. Ahri, that's gonna be a dieback for him. Maybe, no, they actually stop hitting him. They go back to hit Pure because he doesn't have his ultimate after all. Another round of the Phonic Shield. The Cold trying to hold him back as best they can. Crystallis, a blink up in a second. He gets it. Final hit is done. Pure falls. 80 seconds on the clock for the carry of Tundra. Boom and Crystallis seem untouchable here.
Too much meat, too much HP in this lineup. You have to focus the supports. They've been way too annoying. And then these cores are just running rampant. That was double brew ulti just to try and take something off of this Rax falling. So much time to work with, but nothing's really getting done. You just don't have the damage to bring these boys down. And now there's a Satanic on the DK in case he was hard enough to kill already.
Yeah.
MOUZ just bulldozing their way to a W here in this game 2.
Miles away.
It really is. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just we've ramped up our HP, we've ramped up our physical damage. We have some minus armor synergy, and we're just driving it down lanes. And you have one brew ult available. He will have refresher as well. Yeah, gotta find the supports here.
Beautiful coil. 33 jumps in with Brewmaster as well. This could be both supports dying here.
Oh, he
already got the Nyx Assassin. The toss up in the air on Celery now leaves an opening. They're going to go after him now that he's down from the tornado with the Brewmaster Brewlings. They toss up the Bristleback, but they're just going to have to back up. The Dragon Knight protects these heroes too well.
Well, you got the Nyx Assassin, you defended your base.
Yeah, not bad.
I feel like that's all Tundra can do, though, is they can just find like one hero, maybe 2 supports. But that doesn't even win you the fight, is the thing. I think MOUZ will fight without their supports. I don't think they really care.
Agreed.
They have a heart on Bristle now. Like, all their cores are just so damn hard to kill.
Pure pushing into MOUZ here.
Just trying
MOUZ
to
are going to
force
respect
something.
it. They're going to back off. They're going to roar and run away. 33's actually going to chase Midwan, but he got the blink out. He's fine. I think MOUZ are trying to limit any bad fights right now because they've got Roche coming up. And really, Tundra, it feels like the only way they win fights is kiting around. This is an opportunity, though. Tundra,
they have to find something.
get some pickoffs.
This game has gotten away from them, so some desperation smokes here. Try and find a single target pickoff. Boom would be amazing.
Well, I mean, can they kill Boom, though? He's got a Heart Lotus Pipe.
No.
I think he's untouchable.
I did not take that chance. Maybe he's alone, but if he's not, you get wiped trying to go on that guy.
Yeah.
You have no break or anything. Sitting on another ward in this triangle, though. It's been there the whole game, and he just took both your support.
Spike Carapace to follow it up for another 2-man stun. Whitemon can't get anything off. Ari, he's saved by the Aphotic Shield until he's denied as Midwan runs him down with the drums. Both supports gone for Tundra, and both supports on the side of MOUZ healthy. Not to be touched by BZM's Puck, who did what he could, but ultimately he's got to get out of there.
The wards on that triangle have ruined them in this game. MOUZ just go back to it time and time again. I think every time they've gone there, it's been free kills.
It's off of Yamich's setup, right?
And he has been incredibly impactful this game.
Early use of the ultimate, fear for the break. They do kill the Nyx Assassin. 33 once again trying to interfere with the Pugna. But what about the buildings? You can go ahead and kill the supports or disrupt them all you want, but you've been dodging the Bristleback, you've been dodging the Dragon Knight. And instead, they just hit the buildings instead of the heroes. That's going to be Megas. Egg's going to be used. Now you have to hit Boom. You can't even touch him, man. They put a small little dent into his HP pool, which is easily healed by either the heart or Celery's heals.
Good luck versus this guy. Perfect heart game. There's no physical burst here. So to bring heroes down with all this heart regen is just impossible. You don't have enough anti-heal, you don't have enough burst damage. You'd have to shackle this guy for 20 seconds with nothing happening. I mean, impossible.
Next Boom is going to get Nullifier and have level 25. So his right click, like, they can't hit him. He's so tanky, but also he does a lot of damage with his right clicks.
Oh, yeah. He's getting in there.
And speaking of doing damage, Swift Blink for the Dragon Knight. Pure's still working on the Scotty. The attempt at getting some sort of, we talked about the heal restoration coming from the innate, get more of it out of Scotty. But
So what though? What?
yeah, you still don't have damage.
You can't kill anybody.
Yeah.
I think the only way you can kill people in this game is some like divine rapier coil puck. That's kind of your only two. I mean, that's not even remotely close. So
Yeah, no.
you just go down
the
mid.
lowest net worth of the Tundra cores. So.
Run it down mid. Put this one to bed. Already level 25 on the Bristle. Very close to 25 on the other two cores as well.
That's not good. Catching Pure outside the base. Pure hit by the Yules. See if he can blink away. See if his ult lasts long enough for him to blink. Nope, too many stuns. Really nicely played. Tried to go for a Manta dodge. Doesn't really work against Impale. So down he goes, and no buyback there. They try and go for the Bristleback in return. It's the only option you have. You have to take a play while two heroes of MOUZ aren't here. You can see they are vastly a tag team Yamich, unfortunately.
He missed.
He leveled Ice Shard and missed first blood.
What?
He
I didn't
was
know. He looked shocked at himself.
King Buddy's tusk.
Why
Freed from
convinced?
the shackles of drink. He was supposed to be able to roam around and make plays, and he's already tripped over his own
Said he went to tag team though. Like, give me
2 feet.
I do like that tag team toss. Don't give me this drinking.
Yes, 100% agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, Drinking Buddy's
Begins.
tusk with Gyrocopter is broken, but like,
It's not their style. It's not his style.
hey, you gotta play to your
Yeah.
strengths.
For some teams, it would be better. For MOUZ, no. I will refuse to believe it. The flip side, Tundra got the frog.
The flip side or the slip side?
Oh, that's true. He went the same item starting here. Triple gauntlet ring, kind of interesting. 33 is really trying to min-max abuse this item configuration. They also have the Coddle Phoenix again. Very similar lineup to Tundra Game 1. They have Coddle Phoenix with double heal, Chakra Amp behind a mid-hero that's kind of designed to hold the fort down like that Ember was in Game 1. Not as good at doing it in my opinion, but Coddle Tinies can still be strong. You have like these two side laners who are, well, especially with Solar Vines. And then you have like semi-carries. I mean, Mort does a hard carry, but maybe with all this heal, it could fight a bit earlier. And I do like the idea of Muerta with the Largos.
That sounded pretty nice.
And like Spell Amp buff. That sounds kind of cool.
It does.
Game 1, MOUZ went back for the Storm Spirit for mid 1. There's a lot of like reflection across the series here.
But game 1 was not super fun
No.
for MOUZ. Do you think this one is different? And how so?
I give a slight edge to Tundra's draft here. I think I would rather play their draft. I'm a little concerned about the lockdown for MOUZ. Between them all, do you have MOUZ? They have 3 cores, like some soft stuns on top of this Vortex, but nothing crazy. So there's a lot of pressure on Yamich to be your hard lockdown in this game. But they have to bristle again. I could see them becoming tanky. That said, Tundra have a lot more to cut through the tankiness. Muerta will chunk you down to size, like no matter how big you get. This hero does insane damage.
Yes. Particularly these agility carries typically. Blows them up.
Right.
I don't like the fact that Tundra are once again... I thought game 1 was such a beautiful formula for the Phoenix. I thought it was like a game that they built around the Phoenix. And now I feel like it's 2 different games where I do not like the synergy with the Phoenix.
I agree with that. It's kind of weird. Like they did this stunning frontliner with the hotspot 8th Lens Phoenix, and it looks amazing. And then it's just like Dying Light Phoenix 2 games in a row with no setup and no BKB piercing stun.
And
Why? Like, it's just bizarre how much the ideas behind this hero have fluctuated in this tournament and in this series alone.
And in which case, you're playing more around Fire Spirits and Supernova, and I don't think you have enough to keep heroes around the Supernova. Same goes with the Muerta ult.
Yeah, you don't.
Right? It's like you want to keep areas in this area where the Supernova's off and the Muerta's standing there in the middle, firing her lasers. And
I don't think either team has great lockdown this game.
yeah. But I think that's better for MOUZ. Oh,
man.
well, that's better for Tundra. First blood goes to Ari.
It's blinding light damage buff over time right there. You said it was better for who? Tundra?
I
MOUZ?
think the lack of lockdown is better for MOUZ.
Because of like the storm mobility and
Well, I think their heroes also do
Afterburner.
damage without lockdown, right? Bristleback just runs down heroes, Gyrocopter runs down heroes, Storm Spirit loves a game where nobody has them.
Well, I guess that's the question: is does any of that matter if Tundra just ball up with Largo Ags heal, Coddle heal, Phoenix heal, Amorthu can go into the Shadow Realm? Like, can you deal any damage? This could be a hard game to get the damage out on the side of MOUZ, particularly Yamich. Tag team into Blinding Light, Fire Spirits. And Avalanche owns this hero when he tries to blink and snowball save. There's a Calling. Like, the only hero I like Yamich Tux against in this game is the Largo, because you can go and tag team destroy him. But I think the rest of the matchups are pretty rough. Like, they really did punish this first pick Tusk, which you have to do because he's such a beast on this hero.
Yeah.
If you don't, he's just going to 1v5.
Ari will get snowballed here. Blocked him out from being able to get to the bounty rune. Oh, pushed away with a blinding light, though. He's going to be slowed down by the blood grenade and probably run down here, but at least he got the bounty rune. That's a pickup for him. Boom, meanwhile, almost ticks out. He's got some heals going on. He will survive.
This top lane is just a straight brawl. Pure might
You're
be
going to
dead.
die?
Yeah, I think he's dead.
One Fairy Fire goes off.
Just misstep.
Second one on cooldown, so he's going to die here. They're going to pull the wave, and Boom will get the chance to heal up thanks to Celery. Oh, they'll even block out and deal with the Sentry here.
Very strong lane, Warlock Bristle up here. And you just keep healing the Bristle. He just keeps putting Quill stacks into them. Phoenix is not offering you a huge amount over time against the sustain. Just a tough lane.
And I think this is really bad for Tundra, because my counterpoint to what you were saying earlier about the ball and everything is that there are two heroes on MOUZ. Maybe the rest of their lineup isn't the best at dealing with the ball, but I do think Warlock Bristleback is very good at doing so. So if these two can get off to a good start, then I think they can handle what Tundra are going to throw at them.
Very good Fatal Bonds game, I think.
Yeah.
If you can bonds Largo and Tiny to anybody else this game, that's going to be enough.
Oh, got him just on the last half second there. That is rough for Midwan.
That's really rough. He's very close to 6. Now he's going to have to walk out from base. Might miss the power rune. See if he gets back in time, but huge kill for Ari to get. I feel like anytime you get kills with Coddle, it's I don't know, it's like a second Christmas or something.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Phoenix in that regard. Are you talking about like the fact that it thrives off the experience?
Yeah, you really want XP on this hero, but it's often one of the more difficult things to consistently find.
Sure.
Because you're either stacking early and then you get it later, or you get it in the mid game by playing through some hero like Ember's Lane. But to get it early is sometimes tough. So he's found a couple early kills here. That's super nice for his game.
Shield Rune will go to BZM.
Could be a heavy stacking game for both teams. Like, you really want to get stacks going for the Bristle so he can get some fast utility up. It's going to be another probably pipe Lotus game for Boom. I expect kind of the same build.
The play comes in from behind on Chrysalis, who is left alone, pulled back in by the catchy Lick. And he'll die here.
That combo is kind of nice, to be honest. Like, the Lick pullback into Fire Spirits. You can't sit there and fight them, and you can't really run. You have some stacking, like you have Icarus dive slow on them in the middle of Frog Stomp. I think all these little spells that add up with Largo and laning stage are nice.
Yeah. And that'll look even better when he has Solar Bind. That'll also be a nice combo with Largo.
Oh yeah. Well, that's another reason like the Tiny Coddle's a classic.
Yeah.
Solar Bind, that extra spell amp goes a long way in helping this Tiny find the kills. So that's where the Lotus Orb for Boom is going to, like, another great Lotus Orb game. Another amazing pipe game. BKB is super strong here for Tundra. There's a lot of really good items they're going to be able to hit that 20 to 35 minute mark or so. That even if they're behind, can just turn the game. Because if you get that like one Fatal Bonds with all these EHP items, you're just going to blow the ball open. Just hoping Muerta is not super jacked. Sounds like the name of a disco album. Super Jacked.
Super Jacked. Trying to stop 33, but he's already hit his level 6, so he just plays a little song and gets along.
Look at him go.
Swapping his Tranquil Boots in and out. Once again, gonna get Phase Boots after he's done with the Tranquil Boots for the lane. Does he get Vlad's again? I guess. Because that was part of the efficiency from the Ringer regen.
I think he'll just selling it back or whatever.
Okay. Dive on through, mid one, jumping past Ari, 2-man avalanche. Looks pretty nice. Fatal Bonds will help bring down Ari here. Now, Boom is getting a little bit low, puts himself in the back of the Roshan pit. It's like, go ahead, hit me if you have
pulled him out.
Pulled him out of the Roshan pit. Now he's going to make for a run for it the other side. The toss, though, and he gets lumped.
What a bizarre fight. Try and steal some stacks.
Oh, the stacks. Nice dodge of the avalanche here with the snowball, but there's a lot of heroes Yamich's fighting into right now. Gyrocopter's coming in, though. If he can land a good ultimate, he's just run down the Muerta. Deadshot to push him back, hoping for an ancient creep deny here. And he will not get that chance. Celery ends up getting him off of the Fatal Bonds on the Ancients.
Pierce the Veil not helping it too much here in an early fight against Gyrostorm. That is the downside for Pure in joining these engagements. And in fact, it kind of backfires against you there. A really random fight that just breaks out in the river. Not even over an objective. Like a soft fight over this power rune area. Some minor stacks. Ends up being pretty good for BZM as a whole. Like he's cruising in this game. Gets a tower last hit too. Early phase boots. Tiny's rich as hell, man.
Yeah, I won't lie. I did not have it. MOUZ Tundra being one of my favorite matchups of the season. I did not have that on my list. But it kind of is turning into it just because these two just seem to brawl so much.
Get golemed, I guess.
Yeah, got him. BZM thinking about going back for it, trying to finish off Yamich. Yamich not dead yet. Punches the BZM. He says, you want some? You can have some. Frog Stomp. That won't finish him off. Maybe the Blast will. Nope, that's not good enough either. Deadshot across the screen. Mid one now to Mana.
He missed the last hit on BZM. The blinding light uphill. He gets that amp damage. Those little things adding up for BZM in this game are making such a big difference, and a perfect lick there from 33. Pulls him out of shards plus Dispel on Bonds. Mega value right there. That's some good licking.
Well, Tundra's now up 2K.
Just gonna smoke 33. Interesting smoke in the bottom.
You're trying to make a solo play. It was cute.
They're trying to collapse on the gyro right now.
That's kind of awkward that he made that play as the smoke was coming to him. Crystal's now hiding away in the trees, trying to dodge away from this play. Is any TP's going to come in? Nothing. He's left alone. TP comes in now, but I think it's a little bit too late for a snowball save. He gets silenced as he comes in. No snowball save possible. Now, can you keep fighting? Snowball goes out, hitting BZM. Boom. Trying to play distance. He doesn't want to get too close. Now mid one's going to make a jump. Immediately avalanche into the dead shot. Good combination. Mid one still healthy. Supernova goes down. Can they deal with the egg though?
No
I don't think they can. Mid one's just going to have to use all of his mana not to get a kill at all. Boom still trying to run down Pure. Oh, that final Quills was just out of the way. Now he's going to be dead shot back. And that's going to be trouble there on the other side. Snowball in after Ari as we go back to the corner. Finally, MOUZ will get something out of this, but it was not feeling good. They lost to Gyro at the start and the Bristleback at the end.
This is my kind of Dota right here. Screw objectives. Screw strategy. We're just brawling. Hell, give me Pure at the end of that, says mid one. 6 galvanized stacks straight back up for him.
It's so weird because I don't feel like this is Tundra's playstyle against any other team. Like, it's not they're a slow team, but I don't think they would play this fast. But against MOUZ, they just seem to be amping up the tempo.
That's such a good start on the Tiny. What's slowing their lineup down, right?
Yeah.
Just keep brawling. He's a super strong brawler. So is this Largo. Man, very chaotic game. Still kind of okay outcomes for Tundra because their cores are just getting so much out of these engagements. Another power rune for BZM, almost a Blink. Blink will change it a lot. Can't underestimate this Tiny combo when it gets to 4-4 and he has the Chakra match behind him. It's going to be pretty nasty if these type of skirmishes keep occurring. Tundra did a nice job disengaging the Storm there. Like, mid one had so much mana, but what did he really get done with it in the end? He killed Pure at the very end, I guess. But it felt like he got disengaged on pretty nicely.
Oh yeah, perfectly. Like he made an initial jump, he gets stunned on the avalanche, then dead shot. Then he tries to push up to the high ground. There's a supernova in his face that he has to zip away from. It's like
it's such an annoying fight for him. It's like, I'm so strong. you have limited stuns, and then I just can't connect on it. So back to the farm, or it'll be early Blade Mail for Boom, not the Piper Lotus Rush. Pretty interesting. I mean, that maybe just a recognition of what's happening in this game. Like, all right, we're just going to fight. I'll build Blade Mail. I'll go in. Not a bad Blade Mail game.
Celery, it's time to drop the Golem. We've been seeing Golem drops off cooldown. It's your turn, my friend. Drop it on that mid tower. Just go for it.
You're a bad influence.
What? I'm a good influence.
Oh, you're the devil on the shoulder.
No, that's what the good play has been.
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke to the Wisdom Shrine. They're going to be jumping on this with a Supernova. This is going to be a hard fight to take, but there's a Golem Fatal Bonds potentially at the same time. It could be very dangerous with TP's coming in. Boom, he gets low. The Supernova's going to go off. They take the Wisdom Shrine, but they got to get the hell out of here. The Gyrocopter's already dropping the ultimate. Missile chasing after him. Pure's going to hold the bridge, though. He keeps him away. They're going to go back for BZM and the Phoenix. That's still a tough kill to get. In fact, Crystal's going to take off for the dive. Oh, no. Too much damage over time. They lose their carry despite the setup for the Warlock. It all goes horrifically wrong as Tundra was more prepared to take the fight on MOUZ's side of the map than MOUZ was.
Beautiful connection from all their heroes. I'm surprised they got everybody there as fast as they did. And I think MOUZ were surprised as well. Yeah, maybe there's 2 or 3. We're going to be able to keep our Bristle up, but they just compounded that fight into a Wisdom Shrine plus team fight victory. Still had that tier 1 top. People are able to TP in, run to this fight, and they're able to draw it up, which is the most important part. Tundra are drawing this fight into the reinforcements here. They tick the gyro out with a nice little tree plus fire spirits at the end, and yeah, you're able to pick up a support here, but again, most of mid one's mana pool unable to get the real kills with it here. Tundra's lead continues to grow here.
It's funny how what we talked about, like the ball. It starts on the 2 heroes that are good against the ball, and they're the ones who live through the fight. Oh, mid one runs into 33 is a little bit low. I don't think it's quite low enough, or maybe it is. BZM's going to jump on him. Mid one is going to die. Oh, no! Mid one, this is not the kind of game on Storm Spirit he's used to.
I'm sure he's just confused. Like, what is even happening in this situation? It's such a weird situation. Licked into an avalanche. We've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there. Is that like code for something?
Huh? No.
Well, you've got an axe on Largo. And if
you do,
the ball was beating you before, now that ball, it's become a fastball. You gotta watch out.
Really have to think about all the buffs going between this lineup in the ball. The chakras, the Croak of Geniuses, the heals.
The free pickoffs on Warlock.
Free pickoffs on Warlock. Very, very chaotic game, but Tundra are just getting small advantages out of all these trades. I mean, I guess it's a good thing Crystallis is playing Gyro here, because at least your carry can always join the fight. I just wonder if he's going to fall behind. These fights don't go his way.
Yeah, they haven't been going his way. Now he's going to be ganked up. He is falling really far behind now.
Oof. Losing space on the map. The Tusk will get out. Look at the lines. Look at those lines by Celery. It's like, take control of something on our side. This is getting out of control. We need to slow this game down. Own some part of the map.
I don't really imagine Celery being frustrated, but that looks like a frustration draw.
Yeah, it was for sure. And now you lose your Storm again. He's down to 3 galvanized stacks. This just feels like it's not Midwin's day on Storm. I don't know how else to phrase it, because he owned on this hero earlier in the tournament, but he's just not vibing it right now. BZM has done work in this game, from laning phase through the chaotic team fights. He's getting a lot of power runes. He has the chakra behind him. Already level 13, just second item Octarine Core. That is wild. but it is going to do some insane work with the cooldown reduction plus Chakra Magic.
Sip it after a regen rune. Mid one needs that so badly, and he gets it. Is it enough to win the fight, though? Burning out Yamage. Doesn't have a way out of this. He snowballed in, and that is a one-way ball.
Again, Tundra instantly connecting with everybody. You have to be ready for the 5-man team fight.
Here comes the Gyro ultimate and the Gloom. Both going to be dropped here, but the Supernova as the response. That makes sure that they can't just all in after 33, and 33 just keeps healing him up more and more and more. Mid one jumps on him. Mjolnir gets placed on it. Mid one feels like he can't keep the commitment going. The Golem is dealt with. Now keeps jumping in with his regen. Got dead shot though. Oh, now we got Avalanche. Oh, Tundra just have his number.
That was a sick dead shot though.
Amazing dead shot.
That was really fast on that angle. That was a Tusk buy to watch your Storm die. And now Tundra instantly into Roche because Largo can just heal everybody up.
There's the damage amp. Damage amp for Pure.
You got to feel for MOUZ a little bit in terms of like, they give Tundra Largo, but then this type of game is the exact type of game that Largo wants to play. I feel like you're trying to beat him at his best, which I respect, but also might be a foolish folly.
I wonder how the numbers work out for this bull belly blitz for Muerta.
That's what I'm saying. You get the spell amp in this hero.
Yeah, it's spell amp and additional magic damage.
It's good.
Just seems kind of crazy.
This is by far the best carry with that. He's dead again.
Are we not fans of Aegis?
No, Austin. Nobody wants Aegis in this game. How did they forget about Aegis? How did we not see that?
There's a message that shows up when somebody picks up Aegis.
I just assumed someone took it. What the hell?
I mean, even MOUZ should know.
Yeah, this is just terrible on everybody in this game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the Aegis.
What?
Oh my god! I mean, that's
so bad.
I mean, that's the ultimate mental damage.
That is
if you're
so
Tundra and you're just like.
That is, I feel like that is, look, I'm not going to say that was purposeful because there's no way that was purposeful, but if there's one player who would purposely do that, it's Pure.
Yeah, it's Pure, yeah.
But there is no way I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, if Pure was to do that intentionally, Pure would deny it.
But he would also say he did do it intentionally in an interview after the game. Be like, oh yeah, of course, we just purposely left it there.
Yeah.
You know. So he's effectively going to deny it either way. Well, that's a great shard to get on this Phoenix, who's mega fat, by the way. Whitemon putting this Dying Light to use. This is how I think this facet should work. And
by the way, I was saying deny it as in he would shoot the Aegis.
Oh, that's also possible.
Which is a flashier way of saying, I don't need this shit.
Well, the thing is the Aegis clock doesn't start till you pick it up. So, still 4 minutes on this range.
Radiant's warrior has been killed.
I'm not sure how much an extra life on Tusk is going to do. They're certainly going to need that here. It might need a snowball.
My God. This is a disaster of a game for MOUZ right now. There goes your Aegis.
Oh my God.
Is this game just over? Like, what's happened?
This game was just brawling chaos for the first 10 to 12 minutes until MOUZ couldn't keep up with Tundra at the, what was it, 14-minute Wisdom Shrine? That was the fight that broke them.
Yeah, it really was.
And now it's just Tundra all the way.
It's just Tiny running into whoever he wants, killing them. This is like a Tiny legacy game right here, because all I've heard this entire tournament is how bad mid Tiny is. And this game, he looks like an absolute god.
Yeah, he does.
Of course, the coddle behind him makes a huge difference.
It does.
Him snowballing the game, getting power runes, winning lane, all that makes a huge difference. But it does show you the hero's still capable of doing some work if the right conditions are met. I'm not going to say how likely it is those conditions are met on an average pick, but he has done some work this game, and he has absolutely ruined that man's day. Mid-1 not enjoying this matchup in the slightest. Octarine already available I feel like he can almost avalanche toss into another avalanche. It's very close. It's gonna be like 2 seconds off or something, which is good enough because basically if you can avalanche toss the guy at the end of the avalanche. If he gets dead shot or licked, I think you might be able to avalanche him again, which is just pretty disgusting. This, assuming a chakra magic goes through.
Boom, slowed down to a crawl, long enough for the rest of Tundra. TP in, bring the reinforcements, and boom! Yeah, that's Muerta for you. Toss back into Muerta is a little special.
You see him just walking into their base.
Yeah, why not?
Croca Genius on Tiny is also a big damage amp.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Ooh, this was a beatdown for the smoke and pace. And I agree with what you said. Like, if you predicted, if you went into the series and said one of these teams is going to chaotically fight and beat the other down by 20 minutes, you'd say it was MOUZ doing it to Tundra.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. Tundra's supposed to be a slow farming team.
It's like Tundra said, we're going to go blow for blow with this team.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And by God, they matched their pace and beat them at it. "25-minute high ground without an Aegis."
Of course. Don't need the Aegis. Gonna need one hell of a Fatal Bonds.
Croak of Genius put onto the Muerta. 33, amping up his damage.
MOUZ might not even come back for this.
Maybe the call, you need BKB on Gyro before you fight. I was going to say BKB on Storm, but I don't even know if mid one's going to go that. Well, Muerta takes down buildings pretty quickly. And there is no tier 2 mid, so what's stopping Tundra from going another round?
Not much.
They have all the sustain they need to stick around.
You just have to take the fight. You did get the pipe on the Bristle.
Snowball trying to save, got the toss back on the Warlock anyway.
Just farming heroes in their base right now as they're trying to finish desperately any sort of extra item on these two other cores on the map. They're just not close to it. Gotta do something here.
Tried to get the avalanche, tried to get the punish. Neither one lands.
All right, they got the BKB on the Gyro.
Gyro ultimate goes out, does a little damage. Goes after Pure. Oh, got the Bristle back, facing the wrong direction. Almost kills him as a result. Supernova to cover Pure as he backs away. Now returns fire against Crystallis, whose BKB is going to be for naught here.
Everyone's full HP, man. Too much heal in this lineup to poke and re-engage. You have to all-in somebody. Gotta just send it. Hope the Fatal Bonds backs you up enough.
Try again. Avalanche quickly kills Yemich. He is dead. An old pop from the Huerta. Got the toss on the Storm Spirit as well. Means mid one doesn't quite die. He's actually able to get the zip away. Look at Crystallis just get blown up by Pure. 33 marching forward.
Okay.
This is done. This is GG is called. Tundra taking 3 by storm.
That was an absolute massacre. Game was kind of close in some of those fights. It's like, oh, maybe, MOUZ are getting something, but I think the biggest difference is that mid dip.